forward, can we get 2025 fashion predictions of what you think is going to be like the big style of this year?
Ooh, wow. So I think that we're already kind of seeing this, number one, back to basics in a certain way, where I think people are going to lean into like really simple stuff without graphics. And as we've seen with like Russell afterhoods and Champion afterhoods and all this really cool like older athletic wear, I think we could see that going into like a lot of matching sets and one pieces. I think like oversized mechanic suits and sweats where the sweat top and bottoms are matching. I think that's sort of in a weird way. It's very primitive, but it's also very future. So I'm seeing a lot of future primitive, which is kind of what I was talking about with mixing all the new, again, postmodernism, if you will. And so I think in the scope of postmodernism, we're going to see that, some more, anything that seems futuristic, like a one piece, like a pullover, or weird like silver hoods and, silver metallics and gold metallics that feel futuristic. I think that people are probably going to care about brands less and less. I think we've seen a lot of DIY and one of one and cut and sew, and I think that'll go away. I think that really simple cartoon will come back with like smaller, just a Mickey head or just a, I'm a big fan. I always have been, but I think this will come back into the like sort of scope of popularity, but really simple, one small image on a shirt. Not that it ever went away, but as far as being super trendy, I think we're through camo and all that bullshit, thank God. And I think that we're going to get back into, in a way, not that I'm going to get into this or that my story would necessarily change, but indie sleeves and sort of the MySpace era. I know I mentioned MySpace before, but, sort of like I'm seeing a lot of collared stuff. I'm seeing a lot of prep. So prep polo, but not on the hood side, back to the prep side of polo. And I'm seeing a lot of like collars coming out of a sweater and, and people getting back into plaid. And preppy coming back a little bit more, and like that, again, like when you're on MySpace, you would probably have like a graphic tee and just some really like simple pants and like an oversized hat that's silly, like a trucker hat with nothing on it, or a trucker hat with just one little thing on it, almost like early skateboard P. Pharrell, I could see that. And as far as just things that I think I'm seeing personally right now, hella Tommy and polo and button up and collared and stuff, with I just put out a really nice polo jacket with a corduroy collar and it's like wool on the inside, but it's not too old, sort of back to that 90s prep, but through the vehicle of Tommy, Polo, Nautica, and all that. And in a weird way, the stuff that Sean and I were on in like 2012 and 13, rugbies, you look at rugbies, Chief Keef rugbies are back. I would say if I had a more bolder prediction, I'm leaning toward less beat up stuff and less raggedy and less like beat and like all these holes and showing skin, and maybe like bigger, thicker, more, heavier stuff, like an all black, shirt with all black sweats, almost back to Hood by Air, aesthetic. I would almost think we're going to go back to something very, very straightforward, like the early days of streetwear,
That's why he's Slobby Robby, the man of style. Because, man, I definitely agree. That's like,
bro. On my show, I said on Mr. Throwback Store that big design houses were going to start working with the four major sports. And then what happened? Gucci and Polo and Major League Baseball all started working together. And you know what I mean? All NBA started working with Louis Vuitton. So
putting it out there, just put it out there.
Hey, bro, if you talk enough shit, you're going to be right sometimes.
That's super fair. Well, just because I'm guilty, man, I'm wearing the camo. So give me a few things that absolutely need to stop in 2025 so I could take some notes.
Hey, bro, I'm also, my rule number one is have fun and do whatever you want. Camo will actually never go out of style. So I think you know what I mean, though, as far as like the college kid's uniform of camo pants, you know?
Hell yeah.
Camo will never go out of style, and it's never been out. It's never not been cool, you know?
Hell yeah. Any things that you think just personally should stop in 2025?
I mean, I'm a hater, you know, in general, so I could go on and on, but like the crop shirts and the belly and like, you know, crop shirts with the big pants and showing your belly button, like hey, look, I'm overweight, so maybe, you know, I wish I could rock a crop, but I don't know if I would. I'm sick of it, and I really am not a big fan of people cutting shirts. I like to maintain the t-shirt's original integrity, and I have no dog in the fight other than I don't like when people chop the bottom of a shirt off. It hurts me, hurts my feelings.
Well, I'm gonna end this interview with hurting your feelings a whole ton, because if anybody would like to get an issue of Round 2 magazine, every single magazine is cut from a vintage t-shirt. So if you would like a t-shirt that has been...
Hey, no, you know what? Recycling is different. I like it. Recycle, and we good. I'm on board with that. Everything in my store, bro. We reuse all our tags. I don't let anything go. That's why I have so much back room, because we like to reuse everything. So I fuck with it.
That's so fire. Well, if you guys want to get a copy of the magazine with Slobby in this interview, make sure to go grab it. round2magazine.com, Round2 Magazine on Instagram. Robbie, is there anything that we could end this with to let the people know where to find you, what's going on, what's happening?
Yeah, I got my YouTube channel, Generation Cool TV, is launching at the end of the month. We're going to do top 10s from Slobby's World. We're going to bring back old Slobby's World content and a bunch of new stuff where I do stuff like toy reviews, hat reviews, getting more specific about really cool, you know, items that I maybe slept on from the past. And a lot of Meta glasses and Ray-Ban stuff where I'll be going to fleas and I'll be able to, like, you know, talk some shit and have some banter with people at flea markets. So a lot of stuff coming on YouTube. Shout out to Round 2, Sean, Chris, Luke. I don't really fuck with most people, but I fuck with Sean, Chris, and Luke from day one. And a lot of people didn't fuck with me in LA back then either. So I want to thank them. And no joke, shout out to Round 2 in general.
I appreciate you, gang. I'm a huge fan of you and everything you've been encapsulating and showing off for the past few years, ever since I found the show. So I want to thank you for having me and letting me ask a few questions to you. Have a good rest of your day, man. This has been Round 2 Magazine. I appreciate it so much, gang.
Hell yeah, brother. Peace.
Peace. Have a good one, man.